And welcome to opening day 1965. We're on the last game of the first day. And we got a Butte coming up. But beforehand, let me give you a couple of synopses here real quick. It's for the start of our season. Mickey Lolich beat Mo Drabowski in the first game. Detroit 8, Kansas City Athletics 3. The Yankees with Jim Bouton beat Kitty Cott 10-1 in their first game this season over at Bloomington. The Red Sox beat the Senators beat the Red Sox. Jim Duckworth beat Joe Ritchie, and that was a battle of the relievers in a 5-4 game that was a nail biter. Bob Gibson came in, pitched a 7-3 game against Jackson for the Cardinals over the Chicago Cubs. Of all people, Bob Uecker was the hero of the game. Yes, Mr. Baseball. Milwaukee 6, Cincinnati 3. We had Philadelphia 7, Houston 1, an opening day game, first game of the season for the Houston Astros on a regular case basis at the Astrodome on indoor park. And we had the Dodgers and the Mets in another nail biter. Mike Kekich beat Frank Larry 8-7. But we have a Butte today, guys. We have San Francisco versus Pittsburgh at the House of Thrills. Let's get going. For our starting lineups for the San Francisco Giants in the 1965 season, we have Harvey Keene playing left field. Hal Lanier will be our second baseman. The Say Hey Kid is back in for another season of baseball. Willie Mays, he's playing center field. Jim Ray Hart will be our third baseman today. Willie McCovey will be our first baseman. Jesus Alou will be playing right field. Tom Haller is our catcher. Jose Pagan is our shortstop. And the pitcher is Juan Marichal. Playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Bill Verdon at center field. Dick Schofield will be playing shortstop. Roberto Clemente will be playing right field. Willie Stargell, later on known as Pops, will be playing left field. Bob Bailey, and for any of you Red Sox players who are playing our retros, it's that Bob Bailey, is the third baseman. Don Clendenin is our first baseman tonight. Gene Alley will be playing second base. Jim Pagliarone will be our catcher, and Bob Veale, a legend in Pittsburgh's history, will be the pitcher. Always set ourselves up. And the lineups are set. Possible change by the time I get into here. Here we go. Let's play ball. Welcome to Forbes Field. I got a little bit of moving here to do. Something happened to my thing. I am going to come out real quick. Okay, hold on here. I'm going to exit. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not. Okay, let it go. Not sure what happened. I'll have to fix it. My thing got moved. I thought I had them done. So, hold on here. Give me a sec. We're going to exit out of here without saving. We need to fix the ballpark. What the hell happened here? Hang on, guys. I apologize for this. I thought I had that fixed. Okay, guys, we'll be ready in about a sec here. Again, I apologize for that. I do apologize, gang, for the delay. I hope this looks a whole lot better. This is the real Forbes Field in Pittsburgh. The center field at this stage of the game was 435 feet to center, but that center is actually over here. This is 462 feet. by the way. That's the farthest point out of Forbes Field. Like the clock. And here we go. Okay, we are hopefully in for a pitcher's duel at the House of Thrills. Forbes Field. Juan Marichal versus Bob Veale. Harvey Keene's the batter. Here's the pitch by Veale. It is a 5-3-0. And that's heading out towards Stargell in left field. He reaches out, pulls it in, and Keene is out with the first out of the game on a fly ball out to left field on a nice line drive. Hallinier will be our batter, our second baseman. Starting the season off, Hallinier. Here's the pitch by Veale. It is a 2-7-8. Ah, come on. There we go. And it's a nice little haul break ball, hard line drive over to Schofield. Schofield reaches out towards his left, yanks it in. We have 2 down. Due up, Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid. And Veale is getting ready for the windup. Mays takes a sec. Here's the pitch to Mays. It is a 3-4-9. Veale delivers, shallow pop-up, Pagway's waiting for it, there he goes, makes the catch, and we have 3 down. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bob Veale. Coming up to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates, our hometown Pittsburgh Pirates, is Bill Verdon, Dick Schofield, and Roberto Clemente. We are coming in now for a pitch, Ron Marichal. In 1965, I will give the record, so I'll do Veale the second. Went 22-13 in 1965. Would have had more, but he got suspended, if everybody remembers. Had 246 strikeouts, does not walk many. He had 46 walks. ERA of 2.13. Doesn't throw a lot of wild pitches either. This is a man who is very dangerous and it is an excellent pitcher. Bill Verdon's our playing center field for the Pirates today. Here is the pitch to Verdon from Marichal. It is a 6-6-2. He kicks and deals. Ground ball over to Pagan. Takes a bad hop off the chest, and he recovers in time to throw to McCovey for the out. And 1 down. Bill Verdon grounds out to our shortstop Joe Pagan. And it's obvious that it was a dirt bounce. So everybody be careful here. Forbes Field. Dick Schofield is our shortstop. He checks in the pitch, and here is the pitch to Schofield. It's a 5-2-1. Marichal shakes it off, ready to pitch. Hard ground ball to McCovey. McCovey feels it real quick, and he steps on first base to make the put out himself unassisted. And there are 2 down. Roberto Clemente. 2 away. Bottom of the first inning on opening day. It's a beautiful day here at Pittsburgh. Here is the pitch. It is a 4-2-7. And next pitch is on the way. Ground ball over to second base. Nice backhand stab by Lanier. Turns, flips to McCovey for the out. And we have a 1-2-3 inning for the Giants. At the end of 1 inning, we do have a 0-0 tie. And hopefully I'll be starting to see the players come in. Coming up to bat will be Jim Ray Hart, third baseman, San Francisco Giants. Veale's all set to pitch the second inning. Here is the pitch. It is a 2-5-1 to Jim Ray Hart. That's heading out towards right field on a nice hard line drive. Roberto Clemente's making the long run, and he reaches out, pulls it in as he starts to fall, as he gets his balance. We have 1 down in the top of the second. Willie McCovey's due up. Strong man from Alabama, Willie McCovey is. And here is the pitch from Veale. It is a 0-3-0. Big sweeping curve. Swung out and missed. And down goes McCovey. Strikeout by Veale. McCovey has one of the highest strikeout rates I've seen yet in any of my seasons played. Coming down to bat is Jesus Lou. Jesus Lou is the right fielder for the San Francisco Giants today. He has 2 brothers out there also who are playing, Matty and Philippe. I believe Matty is with the Pirates. He's not starting today, and Philippe is over with the Cubs, I think, at this time. We'll eventually find out. Here is the pitch to Alou. It is a 4-2-6. And a pitch, big sweep of curves, the shallow pop up. Bob Veale drifts over towards his left, towards Schofield, moves him out of the way, and Alou is out. At the end of the top of the second there for the Giants, it is no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We are at the bottom of the second here at Forbes Field. Willie Stargell is up to bat against Juan Marichal, the right-hander, versus the left-handed Stargell. Here is the pitch to Stargell. It is an 8-7-5. That's heading out towards right field, towards Alou. Nice shallow fly ball just out of Alou's reach, and it's a base hit. Stargell will sit on first base. Bob Veale is our batter who is up here. And the Pirates have the first hit of the game. And we have a minor timeout. Hold on. Gotta hate it when they go flying out of my hands. Okay, Bob Veale's our batter. And with no out, they're holding Stargell at first. We're going to try to see if we get him over. It's a 3-4-7 for the bunt. It's a beauty. It's going to be a close play. Haller feels it. Gets over to McCovey for the out. Stargell advances to second on the sacrifice. It's a nice sacrifice by Veale. And we have a runner on second base. Welcome to the National League, folks. Don Clendenin is our batter. Playing first base for the Pirates today. Marichal's in the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-4-8. That's heading out towards left field. Harvey Keene's getting a bead on it, and it's a shallow fly ball. He makes the catch, and Clendenin is out. 2 down in the bottom of the second inning. Coming to bat is Gene Alley, the second baseman. Gene Alley is get set. Marichal is set. Here is the pitch. It is a 4-2-2. That's heading out towards Mays in center field. That's pretty much a guaranteed out. And he does squeeze the ball. Mays is out. And Alley is out. And we at the end of 2 innings. We have a 0-0 ball game going here in Pittsburgh today. And we have a wonderful game going on. And again, it is a beautiful day for baseball. Up for San Francisco is Jesus, Haller, Pagan, and the pitcher, Juan Marichal. Tom Haller's a bat. He's the catcher for the San Francisco. He may throw right, but he bats left. Here's the pitch to Veale. By Veale, it is a 2-5-1. And a hard ground ball out towards second base. Alley scoops it up, throws to Clendenin for the out. We have 1 away on a ground ball by Haller to Alley. Jose Pagan is our batter. He is batting 8th today for the Giants. Veale's set up, ready to pitch. Here's the pitch. It is a 9-9-4. And Pagan hits it out towards the right field line. It gets into the corner. Pagan's headed over to second. He makes it on a double. And we have the San Francisco's first runner of the game on a double by Jose Pagan. With 1 down, the batter is Juan Marichal. Marichal is a threat to hit. With 1 down. And here is the pitch by Veale. It is a 7-5-7. They're keeping a close eye on Peggy. He's going to try to steal. Here's the bunt. Rolling for the bunt. It's a 4-5-9. That's heading out towards first on the bunt. Nice drag by Marichal. And Clendenin has to field it, step on the bag for the out. Pagan does take third. Marichal will get credit for the sacrifice hit on a 3 unassisted. And coming up is Harvey Keene. Harvey Keene in the first inning, he flew out to the left fielder. In 1965, Harvey Keene batted actually, he was only in 23 games. Hit .237. Had 6 RBIs for in 1965. And I'm going to look that up there, believe it or not. I'm going to do that. There we go. Leagues National. San Francisco. Okay. Whoop. Harvey Keene was classified as a utility player in 1965. And for all my historians, like me, I hope, he was traded, along with Ed Veale and Bob Henley, to the Chicago Cubs in 1965. So that's why he didn't last long with the Giants. We will see him later on in the season. As everybody knows, he also became a pretty decent manager, if everybody remembers. And we are back on our board here. Harvey Keene's up to bat. Pagan's on third. 2 down. Here's the pitch by Veale. It is a 3-5-0. That is hit towards Alley. He delivers soft ground ball to Alley. Easy play. He throws a Clendenin for the out. Pagan is stranded on third. And at the end of 2.5, it is a 0-0 game. No runs. No runs. 1 hit. 1 man left on base. And we have a 0-0 ball game going here. Due up for the Pittsburgh Pirates is Jim Pagliarone, Bob Veale, Bill Verdon. And here comes the pitch by Marichal to Pags. It is a 0-7-3. And checked swing. No, the plate umpire says he advanced too far. Is a strikeout for Pagliarone. He couldn't hold up. Pags is glaring back at the umpire, hoping he gets the same call when his man is throwing. Just not saying anything. Is that one of those silent things? Bob Veale is up to bat. Bob Veale has a 91% chance of getting an out. One of the highest totals I've seen in my game yet. 1965, not a lot of pitchers were good hitters. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-5-2. That's heading out towards center field. Shallow fly ball. Mays drifts over towards his right, makes the catch, and Veale is out. Of course, then again, anything in center field, it's anything less than 400 feet, it's a shallow fly ball. Okay, guys, we're into the 3rd inning. I'm going to ask the first of probably 2 trivia questions today. The 3rd inning question is this, and it doesn't have to do with this game. That's why I'm doing this. Charles Dryden in 1904 wrote one of the greatest lines about the Washington Senators. What was the line? And I'll give you the answer to that in the 6th inning. Juan Marichal's at the mound. Bill Verdon is up. And we're going to start doing this again. Bill Verdon, as we look at this, Bill Verdon in 1965, batted .279, had 4 home runs, 24 RBIs. Considering where they're playing at, it's a good thing he got that far. He's a good slap hitter. Had 134 hits, 22 doubles were part of his hits. He doesn't fit the bill of what I look for. He's not 1/3 of his hits. About a quarter of his hits were extra bases. Not bad. He did steal 4 bases. Got caught 3 times, has 7 sacrifice hits. Obviously, in this league here, it's probably more than that when we get done. Bill Verdon playing center field. He is 0 for 1. Today, he grounded out to the shortstop, Pagan. Here is the pitch. It is a 6-7-5. That is heading out towards a Lou in right field. Shallow fly ball. Lou drifts over towards his left, towards the line, and he makes the catch. Bill Verdon is out on a shallow fly ball hit to Jesus Lou. Dick Schofield is or Hallinier is our next batter. Hallinier. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. I take that back. Okay. I lost my touch. Sorry about that, guys. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, I'm waking up. Okay, we are in the top of the fourth inning on a 0-0 game. I asked that trivia question a little bit late. Sorry about that. Veale is our batter, second base for the San Francisco Giants. In 1965, he played in almost all 162 games. Hit .226, which back in the 60s, that was typical for your second base. Your second base shortstop combination is not like they are now. It is not like Jeter and Cano and what Pedroia and Bogarts are doing. It's just not like that back then. They were brought out for their fielding more than for their hitting. Just so everybody remembers. Veale batted .226, had 39 RBIs though. 67 strikeouts, didn't walk much. He was a sort of a mini free swinger at the same time, but he didn't strike out a lot either. Had 9 triples though during the season, which is pretty good for his low average. He is a fast man when he gets on base. Here is the pitch by Veale to Lanier. It is a 3-2-2. That's heading towards Veale. Hard ground ball. If Veale fields it clean, gets over to Clendenin, we'd have the first out of the inning. Next up is Willie Mays, the great Willie Mays. In 1965, hit .317, 52 home runs, always a threat for home runs, 112 RBIs, walked more than he struck out, was walked 16 times on purpose. Could steal a base, but this time he was 35 years old. He didn't steal as many bases as he did when he was a kid. And Willie Mays is up to bat. Bob Veale is set to pitch. Here is the pitch. It is a 6-0-5 to Mays. And that is out towards short. Nice low break ball. Ground ball. Schofield backs it up with a nice backhanded grand. Grabs it, throws a Clendenin for the out. We have 2 down. Due up is Jim Ray Hart in 1965. Again, I'm doing the history, guys. He played in almost 160 games. San Francisco had a pretty solid lineup. Batted .299. He's basically about a hit away. 23 home runs, 96 RBIs. He's also a threat. Walked 47, struck out 75 times, and hit into 30 doubles. Here is the pitch to Hart. It's a 9-7-5. That's heading out towards Clemente in right field. Deep fly ball. Hart's going to try for 3. The throw from Clemente, and Hart is safe on third with the triple. Way deep in the field. Pushed it back on the wall. Clemente had to go get it. And we have a runner on third with McCovey up about to bat here. The Giants are threatening with 2 down. Willie McCovey is up. Willie McCovey in one of his leagues was 39 home runs, 92 RBIs. He does strike out a lot. He struck out 118 times in 1965. Batted .276. He's always a threat for a home run, regardless of how high they got his strikeout record at. He's a free swinger. The Giants knew that. Didn't care. Here is the pitch to McCovey. It is a 6-0-2. And here he comes. Hard line drive to Schofield. Schofield slaps it up, picks it up out of thin air, and we have 3 down. The threat is over. At the end of 3.5, it is still a 0-0 game. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base at third. Coming up to bat for the Pirates is Dick Schofield, Roberto Clemente, and Pops Willie Stargell. Dick Schofield will eventually end up with the Red Sox. Played in 31 games. I think this is when he went to the Red Sox. Only played 31 games for the Pirates. Hit .229 for them. Again, like I say, with the averages. No home runs, 6 RBIs. He's going to be one that's worth looking up, so give me a sec here. There we go. By the way, guys, in this first game of the season, for real, the Pirates won, the Giants nothing. It went 10 innings. Both pitchers pitched complete 10-inning games. A rarity. You wouldn't find that now on a bet. I mean, it just teases me about the pitchers back then. I mean, they last just as long as the ones now. What's the difference, guys? What is the difference? I have to ask. And I will take opinions on that. Dick Schofield, in 1965, was traded to, of all places, the San Francisco Giants. He became their shortstop. He was traded in 1965 to the Giants for Jose Pagan. They swapped shortstops. Interesting game. Dick Schofield's our batter. Marichal's all set to pitch. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning of a pitcher's duel. Here is the pitch. It is a 4-7-3. Tapped off the end of the bat. Lanier picks it up, throws to McCovey for the out on a close play, and there is one down in the bottom of the fourth inning. Due up is Roberto Clemente in the first inning. Roberto Clemente grounded out to the second baseman. 1965, he batted .329. Doesn't hit a lot of home runs, but what he does do is hit triples and doubles. For Forbes Field, he was tailor-made for it. Struck out 78 times, walked 43. This is not a man who fools around. Batted .311 against right-handed pitchers. Here is the pitch by Marichal to Clemente. It is a 6-6-0. That's heading out towards Hart. Soft ground ball. Hart charges Hart. Barehands it. Throws to McCovey for the out on the barehanded play. And you can hang a star on that one, guys. That is a play of the game. We will see that on the local, probably in the San Francisco TV stations. Maybe tomorrow morning, because videotapes don't get there that quick. They're about a couple years away from all that kind of fun, so they probably wouldn't see it until the morning on San Francisco Today. Pops is the only hit for the Pirates so far on a base hit in the second inning. Willie Stargell in. Was a 26-year-old, batted .272, had 27 home runs, 107 RBIs. They already knew what his power was coming. 25 doubles, 8 triples. He is coming up to bat in the bottom of the fourth. 1-for-1. Here is the pitch to Stargell by Marichal. It is a 4-1-7. That's heading out towards right field. Pitch is on the way. Deep fly ball. Out of Lewis, standing over at the wall. Makes the catch up against the wall. And Stargell is out. At the end of 4, we have a 0-0 game. It's a tight one here at the ballpark, folks. A very enjoyable one coming in. We're coming up into the top of the 5th. Jesus Alou will be our batter. Jesus Alou in 1965 batted .298. All the Alou brothers were great hitters. None of them really home run types. He hit 9. Played in 143 of the games. Excellent ball player. Great defensive player. Coming up to bat, he lined out to Veale in the first and in the second inning. Here is the pitch to Alou by Veale. It is a 1-3-9. That's heading out to right. Shallow fly ball. Clemente comes under it, and he drifts it, makes the catch. And we have one down in the top of the 5th inning. Tom Haller is our batter now. He is 0-for-1. He grounded out to Gene Alley in the second inning. In the third. Here is the pitch to Haller. It is a 0-4-4. That's coming down. Haller waits. Veale delivers. He struck him out. That is 2 down. That is Veale's second strikeout of the game. Coming up is Jose Pagan. Jose Pagan was traded in 1965. I mentioned before for Dick Schofield. They swapped. The two teams swapped shortstops. Pagan in his time with the Giants did hit .205. Another one of those weak hitting shortstops. Only got to 26 games. Right now he has one of the 2 giant hits. He hit a double in the third inning. Veale's all set, ready to pitch. Here is the pitch to Pagan with 2 out. It's a 4-5-4. That's heading out towards Clemente. Shallow fly ball. Clemente runs it down this time to grab it, and we have 3 away. A 1-2-3 inning for the Pirates. At the end of 4.5 innings, it is a 0-0 tie. Game is now considered official. And we are enjoying the weather here. Okay. Bob Veale is our batter, playing third base for the Pirates. Played in 159 games, the kid did. Batted .256. 11 home runs, 49 RBIs. Probably a decent glove man. I don't have the fielding stats here, unfortunately. That's what I lack here. I have yelled, by the way, and they're going to put it into their version 7. Okay. And Bob Veale is our batter. He is 0 for 1 today. He's 0 for 0. He hit a sacrifice bunt in the second inning. Here's the pitch by Veale. It is an 8-0-7. That's heading out towards Mays in center field in a hard line drive. Mays has to cut it off, and Veale will settle for a single. They don't want to challenge the arm. Surprisingly, 11 years later, they still know what Mays can do, and Veale is on with a base hit in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Pirates. Veale is a threat for a good lead. He's got decent speed, but he doesn't steal. Don Clendenin is up. We're in the bottom of the 5th. And let me come after you in a sec. And we are going to let him swing away here in the 5th inning. Here is the pitch to Clendenin. He is 0 for 1 to fly out to right left field. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-5-4. That is heading out towards Mays center field. They like to play behind Veale. Marichal deals fly ball to center field. Mays is under and catches it. And there is one down. Veale is up to bat. One away here. Veale's on first. Alley is 0 for 1. Flew out to Mays in the second inning. Veale batted .252 for the Pirates. 5 home runs, 47 RBIs in that 8th slot. Doesn't walk a lot. Doesn't strike out really a lot. He can, though. And Pittsburgh's going to try to put a play out there. Try to see if they can start advancing runners. Here's the pitch to Alley. It's a 0-6-4. This could be trouble. And here's the pitch. Runners off. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There goes Lanier. And Veale is out on trying to steal the base. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Alley strikes out. Lanier goes 2 for 4. And the Giants are saved in the inning. At the end of 5, we have a 0-0 tie. We're now in the top of the 6th. In a serious pitcher's duel going on here. And in the 6th inning, I promised I'd give you my answer. And the question was Charles Dryden in 1904 made a statement in the Washington Post about the Senators? What was the statement? And the answer is first in love, first in war, first in peace, last in the American League. He was also a baseball humorist, a great writer. Sad to say, I wish we had more writers like him now. We are going to take a quick break, guys. Hold on here. Okay, hold on, I gotta write something down. One of my golf buddies came in with a group for me. Hold on. Air flares. Okay. Alright. Okay. Had to get rid of something real quick. I thank you guys much for letting me do the delay. We are in the top of the 6th on a very hot pitcher's duel. Bob Veale is still out there on the mound. He has thrown so far. He has on his line is 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Pitching to Juan Marichal, who can hit. Here is the pitch to Marichal. It is a 1-3-2. Here comes the pitch. Slow curve. Struck him out with a backdoor slider. And that is a strikeout. That is Veale's 3rd strikeout of the game. That's Marichal's 1st, who did reach, by the way. He had a sacrifice hit his first time out. Harvey Keene is 0 for 2 today. He has flown out to the left fielder and ground out to Alley in the 3rd. Here's the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch to Keene. It is a 2-7-0. That's heading out towards Schofield. Soft ground ball. Oh, no! Schofield misplayed it. He booted the ball. He kicked it in. Keene is on first with an error. E6. Keene is on first with an E6 error. And the first true mistake of the game has been made. Keene is a threat to run. Veale is the batter. Feels just livid. Keene's trying for the stolen base. He's got the lead. And Harvey Keene takes off, steals second base off of Veale. We have a runner on second on the stolen base. And this mistake could prove to be fatal for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the top of the sixth. Veale is our batter. There is one down, strikeout by Marichal. Keene is on second. Lanier adjusts his helmet. Keene's going to try to see if he can get third. Not going to happen. And he just can't get a good lead this time. Veale was on top of him for a chance. Here's the pitch to Lanier. It is a 2-5-8. That's heading towards Veale. Ground ball second base. Takes a bad hop. He throws it, recovers to Clendenin for the out. And Keene advances to third. Keene is on third base. It's a 4-3 play. Coming up to bat is Willie Mays. Willie Mays is 0 for 2 today. Popped out weakly to the catcher. And a ground ball over towards Schofield. 2 down. Pirates are back at normal depth with 2 away. Going for the out. Here is the pitch by Veale to Mays. It is a 1-3-5. And Veale has struck out. He hit the target on the nose. He has struck out Mays. The perfect strike. And at the end of 5.5, it is a 0-0 ball game. No runs, no hits. They on 1 error. Keene and left the man on base. Keene at third. We're in a pitcher's duel here at Forbes Field. Coming up to bat for the Pirates is Jim Pagliarone, Bob Veale, and the leadoff man Bill Verdon. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Jim Pagliarone is up at bat. And Pags is ready. Marichal's ready. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-0-5. He boogers a bat. Hard line drive, second base. Lanier leaps up there, makes the grab, and Pags is out on the line drive to Lanier. Bob Veale is up at bat. Keep in mind, this is 1965, not 2015. The pitcher's batting this league. Here is the pitch to Veale. Yes, he is a bear. He's a terrible batter. Here's the pitch. It is an 8-8-2. That is heading over towards Pagan on the ground ball. Pagan feels it, throws to McCovey on a simple 6-3 play. Veale is out. We have 2 down in the bottom of the 6th inning on a very close game here at Forbes Field. Exciting baseball. Here's we go. Bill Verdon is 0 for 2. Is flown out to right, grounded out to the shortstop. Here's the pitch. It is a 1-1-9. And he steps back in. Marichal delivers a strikeout by Marichal. And Verdon is down on the count. At the end of 6, it is 0-0. Jim Ray Hart is our man. In the top of the 7th inning. Jimmy Hart's up, and he is 1 for 2, including a triple in the 4th inning. And he is flown out to Clemente. The 4th triple in the 4th inning also went out to right field, took a bad hop. And here is the pitch to Hart by Veale. We have a tight one going here, folks. It is a 2-5-5. That's heading out towards Verdon in center field. Nice shallow fly ball. Verdon drifts over towards his left, and he makes the snare. And Hart is out on a fly ball to Bill Verdon. Coming up is William McCovey. William McCovey is 0 for 2. He has struck out and lined out to our shortstop Schofield. Here's the pitch by Veale. It is a 5-9-0. And a nice little smoking fastball, but it turns out to be a weak slow roll. I mean, he barely hit it. Pagliarone feels it, gets up, fires out to Clendenin, and we have 2 down. On a nice play by Pagliarone. And Jesus Alou's our batter. We're in the top of the 7th inning. And we have a lot. Jesus Alou is 0 for 2. He has flied out to our right fielder, Roberto Clemente, and he has lined out to Bob Bailey at 3rd. Here is the pitch to Alou. It is a 7-5-5. And that's heading out towards left field. Stargell. He steps back, field delivers, hard line drive. Stargell can't get there in time. Bounces over in front of him, and Alou is on first with the 3rd giant hit of the game. We have Tom Haller as our catcher. He's batting 7th today. He is out. He is 0 for 2 with a ground ball to second. Struck out in the 4th. Alou's at first base. Veale's ready. Here we go. It's a 3-1-7. And that is hit over towards shortstop. Nice high hopper to shortstop. Schofield has it. Throws to Clendenin for the out. And he threw to Clendenin for the out. And it is at the end of 6.5. It is still 0-0. We have a beauty going on. Marichal is on the mound in the bottom of the 7th. Dick Schofield is up to bat on a great pitcher's duel. Dick Schofield is 0 for 2. He has grounded out to McCovey in the 1st, grounded out to Lanier in the 2nd. Here's the pitch to Schofield. It is an 8-0-3. And Marichal walked him on a pitch that was up and in. Looks like it was heading towards chin music. Dick Schofield is on first. He is not a huge threat to steal. Roberto Clemente is up to bat. Roberto Clemente is up to anything. And they're going to let Clemente swing away. He is a dangerous hitter, always has been. Here's the pitch by Marichal to Clemente. Schofield's on first, takes the lead. Here we go. It's a 9-8-0. That's heading out towards right field. Good. Looking at Alou. Alou's looking at it. Takes a nasty hop off the wall. It hits the top of the wall. Takes a hop towards Mays. Schofield is just flying away. Gets the run to the base, and he scores. Clemente holds up on 3rd. We have a triple, and we have the first run of the game on a triple by Roberto Clemente. A clutch hit. And the Pirates were correct, and the manager was correct in letting him hit. We have a 1-0 lead for the Pirates in the bottom of the 7th inning. Due up for Willie Stargell. The Giants are going to bring the infielder. They are going to go for the play at home. Stargell is 1 for 2. Has a single, and a flew out to Alou in right. Here is the pitch by Marichal. It is a 0-4-9. And Marichal threw a pitch. It had gone back then. You would have thought 100 miles an hour, but it wasn't. But it was still one of those pitches. He was mad. He was just mad at that triple for just doing that. We have 1 down. The infield is in. Marichal was just struck out. Stargell faces Bob Bailey, who is 1 for 1. Has a base hit. Got caught on us trying to steal a base. And he has a sacrifice hit. Here is the pitch to Bailey. It is a 9-8-9. That's heading out towards Harvey Keene in left field. It looks like it's going over the ivy. It is gone. And Bob Bailey smacks one out towards left field, gets past Keene. Keene ran out of room, looked up over the ivy, and it's a 2-run blast for Bob Bailey. We now have a 3-run lead for the Pittsburgh Pirates on a home run by Bob Bailey, and Marichal is in trouble. In the bottom of the 7th inning, they're going to hold him in there. There is 1 down. Here's the pitch to Clendenin. It is a 7-7-2. And Marichal walks him. Clendenin's on first with a walk. That is the second walk of the inning and the second walk of the game for Marichal. Marichal is just running wild. They're going to take a second here and they're going to have a chat. Here in the bottom of the seventh, get Marichal to calm down. Marichal known for his fierce competitive and his temper. And coming up bat is Veale, the second baseman. And last time up, he struck out, caused his ruckus. And here we go. They're going to try to bunt Clendenin over. It is an 8-8-3. That may not be good. That's right over to Marichal. Poor bunt. Marichal fields it, throws the linear for the out, and Clendenin is out on a 1-4. And Veale takes first on the fielder's choice. 2 down. They're holding up Veale. And here is the pitch to Pagliarone by Marichal. It's a 5-0-5. Marichal deals. Soft ground ball to McCovey. Here goes the runner. McCovey flips over to Marichal for the out. And we have 3 down. But not before the damage was done. The Pirates put 7 runners up. 7 batters up. They had a 2-run blast by Veale. And they lead 3-0 in the bottom after 7 innings. Up to bat for the San Francisco Giants will be Pagan, probably a pinch hitter, and Harvey Keene. And Jose Pagan has 1 of 3 San Francisco hits today, 1 for 2. He hit a double in the 3rd inning. Bob Bill is pitching a beaut. He has thrown 7 innings, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. Here is the pitch to Pagan. It is a 6-8-6. Oh, we're going to have a change here. Hold on. Take that back. The ball doesn't count. Jim Davenport will be our batter. Jim Davenport will be pinch hitting. He also plays shortstop. I think he can. And in 1965, he got 106 games. He hit 4 home runs, 31 RBIs, 251 average, fairly decent. Doesn't strike out a lot, walks even less. And here is the pitch to Davenport. It is an 8-3-6. That's heading out towards on a slow break ball. Just gets over Schofield's head, heads to left field. And Jim Davenport is on first with a base hit. Batting for Pagan. And Davenport has got his first hit of the season. Coming up to bat is the pitcher. We know that ain't going to happen. Coming up to bat will be Jack Hyatt. Jack Hyatt's going to be pitching for Juan Marichal. Jack Hyatt appeared in 40 games. Young kid, batted .284, had a home run, 7 RBIs. He might have some pop. And Davenport's on first. They are holding him. Here's the pitch to Hyatt. And Davenport's going to try for the stolen base. Not going to get it. Not going to get it. They keep it a close eye. They want to keep this one tight. Here is the pitch to Hyatt. It is a 4-4-1. That's hitting over towards Schofield. Comes the belt drop ball. Schofield tosses over the alley. Fires over Clendenin. And a double play for the Pirates. Their first of the season. And a double play for the Pirates. There are now 2 down, top of the 8th inning. Coming up is Harvey Keene. Harvey Keene is 0 for 3 today. He did reach out an error in the 6th inning, stole a base. Here is the pitch in the top of the 8th. It is a 3-1-1. 3-1-7. That's heading out towards Pops in left field. Nice hard line drive. Nice long run towards the clock. And he is out. At the end of 7.5 innings, we have a 3-0 lead for the Pirates. Coming up to pitch for the Giants is Bob Henley. Will be the new pitcher. Henley in 1965. Got only 8 games. He just came in. He came in for a cup of coffee. Threw 15 innings. Struck out 8, walked 13. Obviously had control problems for the Giants. And we're going to look him up real quick. I can do that. That's what makes this game so great. Bob Hanley we're looking up here. There we go, 26-year-old pitcher, only got involved in 8 games in 1965. And that's right, he went over to Chicago. He was part of the Bob Veale trade. Okay, guys, that's what that was. Okay, so he didn't play much either. Bob Veale's up to bat on a 3-0 Pirate lead. They're going to let him stay. And Henley's throwing to Veale. Here's the pitch. It's a 0-6-0. Smoking fastball. Veale goes down looking. Henley has his first strikeout of the season. Coming up to bat is Bill Verdon. Bill Verdon is 0 for 3. He has a strikeout, grounded out, and he flew out. Bob Henley's ready for the pitch. Here is Verdon. It is a 3-0-9. Overhead and out towards left field. Shallow fly ball. Keene looks up at it, and there he goes. It's a fly out. And we have a fly out there. We have 2 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. Due up, Dick Schofield. He has walked. He is 0 for 2 with the walk, but he scored on the triple by Roberto Clemente in the last inning. Here is the pitch to Schofield. It's a 1-2-4. And that's hit out towards Hart. Nice little shallow pop up. Gets out that way. Hart wakes up and he looks up. There's the catch. At the end of 8 innings, we have the Pirates 3, the Giants nothing. These are the last wraps for the Giants unless they can tie it up or get the lead. Hal O'Neill will be our first batter. Bob Veale is still on the mound. He's throwing a gem, a 4-hitter. And we're going to leave him in. Let's hope he can start the season great for the Pirates in 1965. Here is the pitch, and there's a change. Cap Patterson will be the batter. Cap Patterson got involved in 63 games, hit .248, had 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. For this, to put this in perspective, not bad. Doesn't strike out a lot, doesn't walk a lot. Keeps it pretty close. And Veale is not even breaking into a sweat. Here's the pitch to Patterson. It is a 9-3-2. Daft setting out towards Stargell. Pitch coming up. Hard line drive. And Stargell just couldn't get to it in time. We have a runner on first. Patterson is on first. Pirates go into the hold session. Mays is up to bat on a 3-0 lead by Bob Veale. Patterson is not a true threat to steal. They may try to get him to try anyway. And he's going to try. It's a 1-7-7. Not going to make it. Veale's keeping a close eye. Patterson stay there. They are keeping an eye. Here's the pitch to Mays. It is a 1-5-5. And it's a nice sweeping curve. And he has struck out Mays for the second time this game. We have 1 down, bottom of the 9th, top of the 9th inning. Jim Rayhart's up to bat. Veale is still on the mound, pitching a gem for a game, going for the complete game, and a shutout. Jim Rayhart is up. He is 1 for 3 today. He does have a triple. He is a threat. And here is the pitch to Hart. Hopefully, unless they're going to try, Patterson's going to try again, or Peterson. He is trying again. And they're holding him at first. Nice close eye. Here's the pitch to Hart. They're going to try for the hit and run. You can see it. 4-5-7. Peterson's on his way. And sinker over to Alley. Runner's going. Hard line drive. Alley jumps, makes the catch. Hart is out. Runner drives back to the bag. Peterson is out on the throw, and the game is over. On a smart play by Alley. And a brilliant game on a game-ending double play by Gene Alley to Clendenin. And give me a minute. We will make this official. Oops. There we go. On a brilliant game. Brilliantly pitched game by both teams. Here's our synopsis. Bob Veale got the player of the game for that home run that he hit. Bob Veale throws a complete game, and he throws a shutout. The pitching synopsis. Bob Veale threw 9 complete. No runs on 5 hits. He struck out 5. He walked none. Brilliant pinpoint control pitching and some great fielding by the Pirates. They were involved in 2 double plays. Juan Marichal himself, he did not pitch bad. No, not at all. Do not fault this man. He gave up 3 runs on 4 hits. He threw 7 innings. Walked 2, struck out 4. They brought him in for a pinch here. They did not let him hit himself, and he had to end up with the ERA of 3.86 for the start of the season. Mr. Henley came in, pitched through an inning, struck out 1, so the Giants also struck out 5. In a very low-hit game for the Pirates, Bob Veale's the one that got multiple hits. He went 2 for 2, had a home run and a sacrifice hit, and he was caught stealing. Roberto Clemente went 1 for 3, had the other RBI for the Pirates. Had a triple to do that. Brought in Schofield. Schofield had the only error of the game. Pirates were involved in 2 double plays. And they took advantage of what hitters and what batters they had. They left only 2 on base. Brilliantly. The Giants just couldn't get their bats going today on opening day. Nobody got more than a hit. Though Jose Pagan had the double. Jim Ray Hart hit a triple. They couldn't get across home plate. Juan Marichal did have a sacrifice hit. He did that in the 2nd inning, and had Pagan over to 3rd. So they had 2 on 3rd base and couldn't get him in. Harvey Keene caught a stolen base. San Francisco Giants themselves were also involved in a double play. It involved a hit and run that didn't work. And they left all 4 runners on base. They left 4 out of the 5 runners on base. It was a brilliantly pitched game. 3-0. I was hoping that more would be here to see it. I'm going to export this one. There we go. And in a brilliantly pitched game, again, Pittsburgh 3, San Francisco nothing. Moving on to the next day, we still have a couple teams that still have yet to complete their opening day schedule. We'll have 6 games on the 13th of April. I may broadcast a couple to see who's playing, see who looks like what here. In the meantime, folks, whoever could get in here, I wish everybody would have showed up for this one instead of the 1978 game. Unfortunately, for all of you, I hope when you come in, you enjoy the game. Please enjoy while watching. Comments are always welcome. Don't ever get me wrong. If you answer the trivia question before the 6th inning, let me know. Just put it in there. Hopefully you guys will get it right. I hope most of you will. I think Beats will catch it first. Again, on a well-played game at Forbes Field, the end of the final score was Pittsburgh 3, San Francisco nothing. This is Clint signing off for the night. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I will probably get back on Sunday. I play golf first, guys, so you got to let me go at that. I do golf always, and that way I get them out of the way quick. But again, I thank you, and I hope everybody watches and enjoys the games. Thank you very much.